I thought it was great. We talked about playing closer to 48 minutes of basketball, consistent. We had a little of that problem in the third quarter of our last game, and I thought our guys ended up being 53 minutes tonight. They played the whole game. They tried to play possession. We made a nice run in the fourth quarter. I think it was like a 15-4 run at like the 6 or 7 minute mark to get it into overtime. We had the last shot. So I thought our guys played hard, really consistent, shared the ball, did the things we were asking the whole game. We just didn't come up with it at the end.
Jordan's two highest scoring games have come this week, Cleveland, I think, and then tonight. What were you seeing from him tonight?
Stuff that we all think that he can do. We told him that we want him to be aggressive for himself and for others, and you're seeing that when the shots are going in. It's the same shots he's going to get. The process has been good. He made them tonight, and then he was sharing the ball. What did he have for assists tonight? I think he had 7. So he was making plays for others too. So like, he can generate a lot of offense for us. This is part of the reason we wanted him with the ball more.
I wanted to ask you about his decision making and how much he was able to kind of create for himself tonight with the kind of defense and pressure that the Lakers bring. What did you see from him from the decision making?
He had an attack mindset from the first get-go when he got in the game. Looking to get downhill, get into the paint, spray out for his teammates, and if the shot was there, he made the right play. So he made the right play all night long.
What did you see on the last possession of regulation? Was that the kind of shot that you were hoping for?
We held it for the one. They fouled. They had a foul to give, so then we had to take the ball out on the side. I think it was 4 seconds left, right? And we got the ball who we wanted to have the ball. He pump faked, got the guy up, and I think it was LeBron James in the air. And he had a good look. I was right line, just missed it. So it was the shot we wanted.
How much of a momentum turner was that LeBron chase down block on Jordan, followed by LeBron's 3 over Kyle?
Yeah, that would have made a 5-point game, I think, right? We were up 3. So big play by him. Credit to him. We're always going to do that. He's obviously done that a few times in his career. But we still had our chances at the end, so that didn't derail us. And I think that's the message for our team tonight, is that we had some moments where, runs back and forth. We just stayed in the moment, and we kept pressing ahead. So that didn't end the game for us. We still had opportunities at the end to tie it. So that didn't completely end the game for us, but it was a big play.
Brian, maybe this is a dumb question, but if Jordan, in overtime, if Jordan is running point, why have Tyus out there with him instead of Corey?
Tyus is the guy who organizes. Tyus is the one who gets us into the sets we want. We trust all of our players, but Tyus is our organizer, our team. We always feel comfortable getting us in the sets we want. Corey played a great game. It's nothing against one or the other, but he's the guy who settles us down, makes sure we're organized. He's been doing that for us all year, so we trust him to do that.
Hey, Brian, in light of what you're talking about with Jordan's play, what's been the buy-in process with his new role with coming off the bench?
Jordan's been bought into what we've been doing pretty much since I've been going, since I've been coaching. He's been very professional. Obviously, it was not exactly probably what he wanted, but like, he handled it professionally and just put his head down. I think I've said this to a lot of the other guys, Mark, but like, this is a guy who's a worker. This guy is a model for organization, how he takes care of himself and his craft. So he just kept working, and I think it's opening up more opportunities with him being on the ball, so we're going to continue to use him in that way.
What did you see from your interior defense tonight?
They got us early. Free throw line, obviously points in the paint, but I thought we made a good adjustment late and kind of cleaned up some of the mistakes we were making, and that was part of that run that got us in. We started clogging the paint a little bit more, taking some away their roles from Davis, from Reeves attacking, from James attacking, but they did hurt us in the paint tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing what he can to run the show. We trust him with the ball in his hands, and he's going to get better and better as a playmaker. And obviously, his scoring is back, his confidence is back, and when you can marry those two, it's going to be really special. But yeah, he's special off the bench, he's special scoring, and he really helped us tonight for sure.
Corey, I know that you're a fierce competitor, everybody in here is. Is there ever a moment when you're in the middle of the game that you look at what LeBron does at 39 years old and you say to yourself, how does anyone do that at 39 years old?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he is 39, and no one has done what he's doing at that age, for sure. And you try to kind of flush those thoughts quickly because you're trying to beat him. But as a fan of the game too, you have to respect and honor the kind of career he's put together for sure.
I think we just we had a couple just mental lapses. Might have had 1 or 2 turnovers in that overtime. We had a couple just miscues defensively when they were trying to, signal out the mismatch. And a couple times low man wasn't there. Even fourth quarter, Reeves came down, hit a pick and roll with LeBron. He came up, hit a jumper in the middle of the lane. Like, those are the type of things we just have to have that attention to detail throughout the whole game. And I think we did a better job tonight with just that mental focus. But at the end, it just wasn't good enough.
Just kind of generally, have you noticed if the action flows differently for you when 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪 and Jordan are separate now that they kind of each have their own units most of the time?
I'm just really just flowing off of them. I can play on ball, I can play off ball. I could be the screener, I could be the ball handler. So just trying to play within and let those guys really have the ball because they're so great. And that's their strength when they have the ball. So just playing off of them, picking my spots, and just trying to affect the game positively.
It's not different at all when they're not together with playing in that 5.
When I'm playing the 5, I think we can have some success with that. We just haven't practiced enough. Quite frankly, don't really know what we're trying to accomplish offensively when I'm at the 5, just because it's such a small sample size. We haven't really done it as much, but yeah.
Kyle, as competitive, no one in this locker room knows LeBron as well as you do. As competitive as you are, as much as you give no quarter during a game, how impressed are you with how good he still is at 39 and how he can turn a game on its ear?
I mean, that's what happens when you he just keeps the main thing the main thing. He has his whole life. Everybody sees just the glitz and glamours and the commercials and everything else that comes with being LeBron James, but he keeps basketball and his work ethic and his body just priority number 1 at all times. And I think it's just a good lesson for everybody, everybody in sports, every young player in this league. Watching a player like that, I know I had a front row seat for a few years, and he's earned and deserved everything that has really come his way because he goes about it the right way. So.
Hey, Kuzma, I know when you play with him, what jumped out to you about his day-to-day regimen that explains all this?
Just consistency and the discipline to do it every day. It's tough. Like, it sucks to do this every day. Sometimes. We're all human, but you get better, and you keep going by the days that you don't want to go. And I think I'm sure he has bad days too, but that doesn't stop him from putting in work. Making sure his mental is right and empowering and lifting up his teammates. So.
How about Anthony tonight? He was a handful for your team, even more so than any other player. What was the difficulty with him? 40 points, 15 rebounds.
I mean, he's a beast. Like, he's a beast. Like, especially when we're not the biggest team. He was just overpowering us, whether it was rebounds and jump hooks in the paint. Playing to his strengths, and there's a reason why he's one of the greatest players to play this game. He can drop 40 and 15, and it can be quiet, super light. I looked up, and he had like 34 and 10 in the third, and a lot of it was just just through the action of playing, and that's what makes him so great as a player. So.
Speaking of jump hooks, you got the sky hook going right. I know Clint somewhere in Cleveland for sure. Just something about that, just getting to your spots. I know how hard you work and the work that you put in. But talk about that and your growth from when you first started here and all the stuff you had to endure to now. What do you feel like you've really done a good job at it, keeping the main thing, like you said?
Yeah, keeping the main thing, and you know, really just trying to develop every year. You know, I think you know, being here, having great mentors, and you know, seeing that you can be old and still improve a little bit every single day. And I think I take that with me every single day. And every year in my career, I've gotten better. You know, even if it's not noticeable to people, I feel a difference out there. And I love it. I love the grind. I love, you know, improving and developing in the process of it. And I just try to get lost in it. And I think, you know, I'm just blessed and grateful to, you know, be able to just do this at a high level. So,
I mean, I'm proud of our guys just for the way that we at least closed the game. We felt more composed, more poised. We just fought. Obviously, they're a really good team, and they've got a lot of vets, a lot of experience. But it's a learning progression. You learn from nights like this. You continue to battle, and luckily we had another game tomorrow.
You had a chance there at the end to win it for your team.
Yeah.
A long shot. What was what do you think of that play and how the shot you ended up getting?
Good look. Look, I won it. Just a little bit off to the left. I'll shoot it again. Just starting to get back comfortable with just playing my true position. I think we got two different type of styles right now. That second unit, we play a little bit faster. Me and Corey got a really good connection. Get him going early. He's spacing the floor. Just playing my game, honestly.
What was your mindset when you first came in tonight? What were you trying to do? It looked like you were trying to get downhill as much as you could. Why are you smiling?
I was thinking of an answer. No, I was thinking of an answer. See, I think that just goes back to me just playing on ball, because being a threat, being aggressive, just to get out in transition, play fast, score on the run, just opens up opportunities for my teammates. Johnny had a couple of good backdoor cuts. We got Corey on a couple of runaways. Found Bag on a couple of drop-offs. So, I don't know. We just play faster when I'm out there at the one. Well, I feel like that. We got a nice flow. So, I mean, that's just how I play. It's my play style. That's what got me here. So, just trying to figure out how to do it with this team.
What's been the buy-in process with coming off the bench?
What you mean?
Well, just in terms of adapting to the role and accepting it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my first time coming off the bench,
Yeah. With this team.
obviously.
Yeah.
But it's cool, just learning. Like I said, I'm a professional team player. Whatever it is that the team needs me to do, coach needs me to do to help us be successful, I'll do. Right now, that's coming off the bench, but luckily I'm playing more comfortable to my normal role, and I think we're starting to see how effective that is.
Hey, one thing I really rock
What up, Slim?
What up, my dog?
You been loaded this year, huh? You on the West Coast.
Yeah, bro. Nah, one thing I really rock with is, bro, you haven't said anything like, this whole time, just staying positive.
Yeah.
Talk about that, and then over this last 6 games, you averaging 22.6 points.
Yeah.
Just talk about that, like being to yourself. And I know how hard you do work.
Yeah.
You just don't show it.
Yeah.
Talk about that, bro, for you.
It's a good question. I don't know. That's kind of how I've always been. I've been behind closed doors, just get my work in. Never really cared to be in the light with the extra. It's just kind of how I've built my brand, just hard work. A lot of it comes from where I come from. Continue to put the work in each and every day, and then everything else will take care of itself. I don't know. I got to think about that one. It's a good question. Yeah, but I'm going to just stay low. I always stay low. Keep my head down. I just grind. Everything else is going to come into fruition, honestly. I've reiterated many times that I'm big in faith. So at the end of the day, the Lord got me. I just go out there and just, perform for him through his name. And everything else will take care of itself.
Do you think, like, in this new generation, because, growing up in this new generation,
Yeah.
everything's social media,
Yeah,
based,
yeah.
everything's lights,
Yeah,
spotlight.
yeah.
Hey, how has it been for you to be able to stay low and still do that? You went to 𝗙𝗪𝗪. It's not like you've been in the spotlight for a minute. So.
Yeah. I have never been that way. It's almost like natural. And I'm more of an old soul, if that makes sense. So that goes to the new generation who wants to post everything, show that they're in the gym, show that they're like shooting on the court after a game. It's about the views, it's about the clickbait, it's about like making fun of people online, right? That's just what's hot, that's what's new, that's what's trendy right now. I've never really been that type of guy. Always been humble, always been modest, God-fearing. So I just come in, I get my work in. Great teammate, try to help my teammates get better. Just be a good person, and I just love to hoop. So at the end of the day, that's just gonna show. My talent's gonna show. The hard work is always gonna get put in, and I'm just trying to be a good example for those who go through tough times. I mean, it comes with everybody goes through tough times, but it makes us stronger. We grow from it, we learn from it. We're gonna look back at this in a little bit and just laugh at it, honestly.